Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Allybug. Today I'm going to be explaining everything that you need to know about the Demon Slayer Corps. From how you join, what you get when you join, how much they make, the rankings, how you rise in rankings to pillars, everything that you could possibly need to know, I will include in this video. But before we get started, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow all my other social media. Now that that's done, let's get into it. Starting from the very beginning, how do you even become a Demon Slayer? Although there is no requirement for your family to be murdered, that's usually how all of this starts for most of them. But in order to become a Demon Slayer, you must pass the entrance exam. The entrance exam is held on Mount Fujikasane, and on Mount Fujikasane there's a bunch of wisteria flowers. Demons are captured alive and then put on Mount Fujikasane in order for the candidates to fight. Now, in order to pass the exam, the candidate has to survive 7 nights on the mountain without any outside help. Now, most candidates train for at least a year for the final selection. We do know that Mitsuri Kanroji was able to do it in 6 months. This is because we don't really know how long it took some of the others to train for the final selection. Now, if you make it all 7 nights and survive, then you become a Demon Slayer and you get 3 different things. First, you get your Nichiren Blade core. You pick out a core and that becomes the core for your Nichiren Blade. Nichiren Blades are special blades made to kill demons. You'll also get your Wisteria Flower engraving. This is an engraving that you get on the back of your hand, and with this engraving they can check their rank at any point in time. In Chapter 75, we will learn how the Wisteria engravings work. For the Wisteria engraving, in order to check their rank, they say a certain password, flex their hand, and on the back of their hand shows their current ranking in the Demon Slayer Corps. And finally, the last thing they get is their Kasugai Crow, which gives them orders and tells them where to go. Eventually, they will also get their Demon Slayer Corps uniform. On the back of the uniform, it says destroy. This is what the usual uniform looks like. Now, surprisingly, these uniforms actually offer some protection for the Slayers. They are non-flammable and cold resistant, and they also help protect against minor demons, bites, and or scratches. There is a note that says, however, they do not help against the moons. Now, once you join the Demon Slayer Corps, you are at the lowest ranked Mizunoto rank, which is the lowest rank out of all 10 rankings. Thanks to the first fanbook, we know that those who are Mizunoto rank make 20,000 yen modern day time. I don't know if that's per mission or what, it doesn't say. Now, out of the 10 rankings, Mizunoto is the lowest, and the highest are the pillars or the Hashira. They make as much as they want, according to the first fanbook. So that's probably why Uzui's mice are so blinged out. If you sacrifice your life enough, you can make however much you want, and then possibly die. Now that you've become a Demon Slayer at rank Mizunoto, how do you rise in ranking to become a pillar so you can make that money? So first, you need to rise to Kinoe ranking. Kinoe ranking is the one right below the pillars, and you need to be this ranking before you can become a pillar. The way you rise to this ranking is just by completing missions and defeating demons. Now, once you've reached that ranking and you want to become a pillar, there's one of 2 things you can do to become a pillar. Once you've reached that rank, you can become a pillar if you have defeated one of the 12 moons or if you've defeated 50 demons. Now, for normal people, it usually takes about 5 years to train in order to become a pillar, but for fast learners, it can take 2. And just so you know, there can only be 9 pillars at a time. This is because there are only 9 strokes in the kanji for pillar. So if there is not an open seat, you cannot become the 10th pillar. There can only be 9 pillars at a time. When you finally become a pillar, what do they talk about in the meetings? Well, they actually answer this in the first fanbook as well, if you're curious. In the meetings, they talk about the appearances of demons, they talk about Muzan's whereabouts and schemes, general discipline, and the new recruits in the Demon Slayer Corps, as well as balance of capabilities and other stuff like that. Now, if you become a pillar, you reign over a section or a territory. We learn this after Mitsuri rushes back from her section, which is right next to the swordsmith section. The pillars are either sent on missions or they have a certain area in which they need to protect. Now, should you not be able to get into the Demon Slayer Corps, there is another way to help the Demon Slayer Corps without being able to join. This is by joining the Kakushi. Now, the Kakushi is made up of people who have either been hurt and retired and then still wanted to be of service to the Demon Slayer Corps, or those who did not pass their entrance exam. Now, the life of a Kakushi is not as fabulous as Demon Slayers, but they do get to help. They're sort of like attendees to Demon Slayers. Some of the stuff they do includes cleaning up after battles or missions, helping fix or mend uniforms. They also carry people to the swordsmith village and carry unconscious bodies to and from. And that is everything that you need to know about the Demon Slayer Corps, from how you join to how you become a pillar to how much money you make, everything. Again, please be sure to like this video and subscribe, as well as follow all my other social media accounts. I hope you'll have an amazing day and check back on Saturday for a new video.